Okay. Look, another good day of practice, I thought. A lot of good situational work we got there. A little bit in the first half, 2 minute, which was good to see. And we'll start turning our focus over to the Chargers starting this afternoon.
Yeah, just overall, how do you feel about the work you guys got done in this camp and kind of where things stand?
Yeah, I feel like it's been pretty good. I really do. I mean, I think the one thing I know is that our guys are competing extremely hard out here every day, and we're getting better. We still have a lot of things we got to clean up, but overall, I think it's been a pretty good camp to this point.
Is the usage of music today for crowd prep, sort of noise preparation?
Yeah. So just working on some of our silent cadence stuff. It's beneficial to both sides. Obviously when we're in the dome, it's beneficial for our defense, in terms of the communication in those situations. And then obviously when we go on the road, our offense has to operate in a noisy environment. So, and look, I thought it was, for the first time in a silent cadence, I thought it was pretty clean.
Is Eric still handling most of the line calls and stuff like that, or is James taking on more of that?
Yeah, look, there's a process that we go through. I'd rather not get into who's handling, all the calls and everything, but there's certainly a process that we go through.
This final preseason game, I guess, how important is it in the overall evaluation, from the roster spots?
Yeah, well, I think it's important. There's still a lot of roster spots that are up for grabs, and we're still going through the evaluation process. So I think for a number of guys, it's going to be extremely important.
Coach, could you talk about, Eric McCoy spoke about, it's the business aspect of trimming the roster down to 53, just your first year as Saints head coach. How is that process for you personally when it comes time for, talking to those guys?
Well, look, it's always a difficult thing, but it is part of this business, in the National Football League. And so, we're at 80 guys right now. We got to get down to 53. We can have 16 on our practice squad, and so it's just the nature of the business, and it's part of what we do.
Dennis, when you're weighing that, is your approach for this last preseason game, do you want to see more of that evaluation of those players, or do you want to see more of that prep towards the guys that you do have that you know that you're pretty sure about playing in that, playing before that regular season, you've got a couple of weeks?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, ultimately, the number one thing we're dealing with is trying to make sure we have the right 53 right now, but certainly there's always the forward thought process of being ready for the regular season opener. So there's a little bit of both of that going on. But yeah, I think the primary goal is to make sure we have the right 53.
So Dennis, you think you've seen enough for Jameis without having to play a series?
Bobby, I'm not telling anybody who's playing and who's not playing, but yeah, look, I think the last couple of days he's looked pretty good out here, which has been really encouraging. All right, thanks, guys.